All right. So, what is the answer to this question? Like what I just asked you before. अब देखो उसका हमको लिटरल इंटरप्रिटेशन करना है. लेट्स जस्ट सॉल्व इट आउट. अच्छा बंद है. मुझे वो भी मुझे हैंड ओवर कर देना. बट मैं एक बार डिस्कस कर लूँ उसे. If you read the provision, it is written that to the conclusion of first AGM. क्या लिखा हुआ है? To the conclusion of first AGM. But the point is, has it been specified that first AGM must have to be conducted within the time frame? So, is it possible that first AGM can be conducted within the time? That's nothing but the 9 months at the end, after the end of the financial year. But दूसरा क्या रहेगा? You may delay also. You may be late also. So, you tell me my entire question: when the first AGM is starting? After 2 years or within the time frame? After 2 years. और provision ये कहता है that he will continue till the conclusion of the first AGM, whether you are called up or whenever you are calling up. So isn't that itself a violation of the... It's a violation for that to pay the penalty. But that is for the violation of the AGM. So because the auditor is an independent body, we can't insist him to stay for 2 long years. Look, if he wants to resign before that, anytime he can do, even before AGM. I'm not saying, Chetan, that he has to hold the office till the conclusion of first AGM means that he doesn't have that independence to go for resignation. It is there. But my point is, what if he wants to continue, but still he cannot? Got it? So as soon as guys first AGM comes, his office will be vacated. Vacated, you understand? He has to go off. But what if the point is like within that time limit, the first AGM couldn't be called up? Then law here clearly says that. Okay, just tell them to come here. 3 to 4. Okay. Are you getting me what I am saying here? Okay. So that's why the answer is yes, he can continue till 2 years. Till the conclusion of the first AGM. ठीक है. Now, my next question is, appointment of the first auditor in case of what company बच्चों? Government company. अब ये कुछ significant आया. Appointment of auditor in case of government company. First auditor. Let me tell you बच्चों, whether I speak about the government company, auditor will always be appointed by, I think all of you know, the body called CAG. We had already discussed about it. But if CAG couldn't appoint within the specified time, then the power will go to the board of directors. So guys, as compared to this guys, first auditor, CAG stands for Comptroller Auditor General of India. Comptroller, I think you might have heard about this. इसका explanation देने की जरूरत नहीं, already हम कर चुके हैं. तो वो काफी powerful बंदा होता है, right? So I'm telling you, come here. Yeah, it started. Okay. So I'm here and let's go to here MCA ebook. Okay. Go to acts and again guys, let's come to 139. So what should be the answer of this question? That who will appoint bachcha? Tell me. CAG. And if CAG fails, then board. So again guys, we are going to go for the subsection 5. Please read this point. The first auditor shall be appointed by CAG. Within what time बच्चा? This ये आपको याद रखना है. Within first 60 days from the date of registration. And in case the CAG anyhow doesn't appoint it due to some reasons, then such auditor within the said period, who will appoint now? Board. not on next, within 60. Within 60 only. It is written that doesn't appoint within the said period, and said period is nothing but what, the 60. So company itself needs to ask the CAG, bhai, I'm the government company, are you appointing anyone? If CAG says yes, board will not come to the picture. But CAG says no, yeah, you are a very little company, manage now, do on your own, I will approve. Then fine, then board can go. Just a second. Sorry, my bad. मेरे से गलती हो गया. CAG के पास कितना टाइम है? 60. If during the said period means 60 days में अगर CAG ने अपॉइंट नहीं किया, then board can appoint within next 30 days. But here it is written next 30. So that means this 30 will begin from after expiry of 60. Okay. Now this is also a very interesting question. That what if the board fail? तो किसकी बात होगी? तो बेटा members आएंगे. So guys, try to understand over here. First of all, CAG within 60. If they failed, then board within next 30. And if they also fail, then members within next 30. So this is how the provisions are floating. I hope I'm clear to all of you. Okay. So guys, first auditor short note is clear in everyone's mind? Everyone's mind? Alright. Now, again the point comes that he will hold the office till what time? So guys, answer is same, shall hold the office till the conclusion of the first AGM. But here the word conclusion is written. It is not proposed. Proposed first AGM means the last date honored before which it should have been completed. But when I say that conclusion may happen even after 2 years, after 3 years, depends like. Shreyesh and Matru are they coming? Just tell them the class is started. Alright, till this everyone clear? Okay?
So you told that the first meeting that has been conducted, it can be AGM, it can be previous explanation.
It can. I would say, I say like this, that EGM is possible to be conducted before AGM. So I think I understood what is your doubt is. Assume that Mr. Chetan is appointed as the first auditor, and due to emergency, company called EGM first instead of AGM. So can it continue? No. They can name नहीं हो सकता. If they want to name that EGM is AGM, first of all in the notice they have to mention this. Should be, but in case if you can't, you have to pay penalty. That's why.
You can't just name it EGM because you can,
No. आप अभी समझ नहीं रहे. If EGM wants to name as AGM, I can tell you what evidences you have to be ready with. First of all, notice में आपको EGM की जगह पे क्या लिखना है? AGM लिखना है. Not AGM, first AGM लिखना है. Every year, guys, when you are quoting about the AGM, आपको लिखना पड़ेगा first, second, third, fourth, fifth, something like that. You have to quote over there. Second thing, you have to file what? Financial statements and annual returns. मैंने आपको बताया था, अगर याद हो तो, annual return within 30 days. Sorry, annual return within 60 days of the conclusion of the AGM, and financial statements within 30 days. In that form, you have to mention what is the date of AGM. Exactly in the form आपको बताना पड़ेगा कि AGM का डेट कौन सा था. Annual General Meeting का डेट कौन सा था. So these evidences are proving that whatever meeting you have called up, it's not EGM but it's AGM. I hope you are understanding. तो आप randomly नहीं कह सकते. Randomly आप नहीं कह सकते. What you communicated. I am telling you a simple thing. If in the notice the word AGM is not there, it is what? EGM. Am I clear? Alright. So I hope guys the first auditor concept is clear. Before I move on to the subsequent auditor, next concept is about the casual vacancy. Casual means all of sudden unplanned vacancy that happens due to any reason. Death of the auditor. Death of the auditor creates what? Creates what? Casual vacancy. Resignation of the auditor. Yeah. Write down over here meaning of casual vacancy. I think that note is needed to be written. Casual vacancy. Casual vacancy. It is the vacancy of office of the auditor. It is the vacancy of office of the auditor. Office of the auditor due to death, resignation, disqualification, insanity, etc. Insanity, etc. ठीक है? So did you understand what is casual vacancy? Certainly due to resignation, due to certain reasons, what is that? कुछ जगह खाली पड़ी है. And what we have to learn is like who will fill that place? Who will fill that place? And there are two questions. Actually 4 questions. Let me tell you. देखो कैजुअल वैकेंसी पे हमारा कैसा क्वेश्चन आएगा? नॉन गवर्नमेंट कंपनी. ठीक है? What if there is casual vacancy due to resignation? और that is without resignation. ये दो आपको क्वेश्चन आएंगे. And same way, if I'm talking about the government company, if I'm talking about what? Government company. If it is due to resignation and if it is without resignation, तो आपको क्या करना होगा? Earlier it was not same. Why? Earlier there was difference. Difference क्या था? Let me tell you. If it is due to resignation, due to, you tell me guys, death versus resignation, which happens all of a sudden?
Death.
So what is controllable, what is not controllable?
Resignation.
So resignation, that means you had the sufficient time to call the general meeting and to appoint the new one in place of the resigned one. Are yes or no?
Yes.
So earlier guys, in the 1956 there was a provision like this, that if in the non-government company, let's say talk about all this TCS और उन सब की जो हम बात करें, when you are appointing let's say PwC and after then it resigned, and resignation can't happen immediately. There's a contract that before resigning you have to give the prior notice. Yes or no? So board of directors gets the sufficient time to replace the auditor. Yes or no? So earlier there was a provision that if there is resignation due to casual vacancy due to resignation, members will appoint the auditor. But now it is not like that. अब इन्होंने क्या बता दिया? If it is casual vacancy, in case of I would say non-government company, it will be filled up by the board. कौन fill up करेगा? अरे बोलो भाई. But board will take the approval of that appointment in the next general meeting. Once, as soon as you get the approval, as soon as you get what? The approval. Can I say he is passed by the shareholders? When I talk about the approval, it is nothing but ordinary resolution. It's nothing but what? Ordinary resolution. तो जब आप ordinary resolution pass कर रहे हैं वहाँ पे already, then board's approval automatically will get considered as what? Continued. And it will continue. कैजुअल वैकेंसी समझ में आया आप लोगों को बेटा पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट? ठीक है. तो टुडे बोर्ड विल अपॉइंट एंड लेटर ऑन इट विल बी सब्सिक्वेंटली अप्रूव. ठीक है. एक और क्वेश्चन है, अप टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट ही विल कंटिन्यू. ठीक है. एक और इसको देख लेते हैं, मुझे थोड़ा सा उधर कंफ्यूजन लग रहा है इसलिए एक सेकंड रुको. सो लेट्स सी गाइस व्हाट द लॉ टॉक्स अबाउट casual vacancy. So we have the two subsections. If the company other than government company, and second is the company which is a government company. There are 2 points. So look, what is subsection it is saying over here, that देखो इतना सब कुछ पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है. Whose books of accounts are required to be audited by CAG. So guys, the companies whose books of accounts are required to be audited by CAG, that is nothing but by government company, because government company के books of accounts CA verify नहीं करता. कौन audit करता है उसको? CAG करता है. So guys, it is written that it shall be filled up by the board of directors within what time? 30 days. Okay, but yeah, यहाँ पर resignation का दिया हुआ है, sorry. But if such casual vacancy is a result of the resignation, then not only board will approve it, board will appoint it, but subsequently it will be approved in the general meeting also. Okay, so casual vacancy in the non-government company today can be classified like this. Can be classified like this. Look, basic provisions are same. Here it will be appointed by board. Here also it will be appointed by board within 30 days. But if it is other than resignation and due to resignation, what is the difference here? If it is due to resignation, guys, along with the board's consent, you have to take the approval of, get the approval of, you tell me, members. Don't use the word shareholders. That's, I think, a member is the more professional, because today it is possible to have the company without having share capital. तो फिर आप क्या करोगे? Students are getting what I am trying to say यहाँ पे. तो ये डायग्राम आप ध्यान रखना कि अगर वहाँ पे नॉन गवर्नमेंट है, so due to resignation, what's the answer? Other than resignation, what's the answer? तो बेटा वो हाँ, ये एक अच्छा डाउट है. Assume that in the next AGM, I think they have given 3 months. Within 3 months, नहीं 3 months नहीं दिया, sorry, till 3 months दिया होना चाहिए. हाँ, so that extraordinary general meeting आपको कब बुलानी है भाई? Within 3 months बुलानी है. Now पारस का अच्छा डाउट है. What if within 3 months you couldn't call the general meeting, or let's say approval was not given? So far as those 3 months are concerned, whatever he has worked, that will be valid. अप्रूवल नहीं हुआ तो जो ऑलरेडी हो चुका है उसको आप रिवर्स नहीं कर सकते. हाँ रुको, उसको रिवर्स नहीं कर सकते. बट इन दैट जनरल मीटिंग, एज सून एज गाइस ही इज रिजेक्टेड. व्हेन इज रिजेक्टेड? बिकॉज शेयर होल्डर्स वांट टू अपॉइंट समबडी एल्स. तो जैसे आप किसी और को अपॉइंट करोगे, पिछला वाला क्या हो जाएगा? निकल जाएगा. देन फॉर द 3 months, टू द एक्सटेंट ऑफ auditor has worked, works will be valid. In fact, for those 3 months he deserves to get the payments also, remuneration also. But as soon as the new auditor is appointed in the shareholders meeting, from that meeting onwards the newly appointed auditor will continue.
Sir, you said that उसका work valid रहेगा. So it means that he has audited the financial statements of the entire year, which is presented.
नहीं, आई थिंक आपने मिसअंडरस्टूड किया है कंसेप्ट को. 3 महीने का वर्क वैलिड रहेगा. सो व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ द वैलिडिटी हियर? वैलिड मीन्स कंपनी कैन नॉट ट्रीट इट एज void. So company cannot say that, oh sorry, you are not approved by our shareholder, so I will not pay the remuneration. हाँ, अच्छा अब मैं आपका दूसरा आपको बता दूं what is your doubt is. Suppose out of 12 months he worked for the 3 months. He worked for 3 months, and for the remaining 9 months somebody else is appointed. So is he liable for the first 3 months or not, for the work he has performed? तो बेटा अगर आपको पैसे मिले हैं तो आप liable भी होगा. Means guys, during those 3 months, assume that some fraud was there, and if like by using some misconduct he didn't detect it, he knows but he didn't detect it, he is liable. He is what? Liable. Now another question जो बड़ा एक audit का बेहतरीन question है. If I want to say the tough paper, I think I can ask this question. Till 3 months we will continue the casual vacancy audit. After then if he is rejected by the shareholders, then newly get appointed. अब यहाँ पे ये बात आपको ध्यान रखनी है कि newly one who is getting appointed, he is for what? जनरली मैं आपको बताऊं, ऑडिटर इज अपॉइंटेड फॉर द फाइनेंशियल ईयर स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1st April. So guys, newly appointed person cannot say yes, the first 3 months are audited by my previous auditor. आई डोंट वांट टू गिव एनी ओपिनियन ऑन दैट, वो ऐसा नहीं कह सकता. इनफैक्ट वी हैव द अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड ऑल्सो यूजिंग द वर्क ऑफ अदर ऑडिटर. अरे यार पढ़ा होगा आप लोगों ने, यूजिंग द वर्क ऑफ अदर इंटरनल ऑडिटर. तो वहाँ पे आपको एक बात पढ़ाई गई होगी कि वेन वी यूजिंग द वर्क डन बाय अदर्स यू कैन जस्ट टेक दैट वर्क एज अ रेफरेंस बट नॉट एज द बेस. ऐसा पढ़ाया था इन द रिपोर्ट. आप ये लिख सकते हो बाय टेकिंग दिस इनटू द नोट I have taken this as a reference, but you cannot say as he is certified like this my opinion is also like this. This is not allowed. So yes guys, even if the 3 months work is done by the other auditor, newly appointed auditor is equally liable to tactics. So here the validity I wanted to say that if he has performed, if he has sent his articles, then company cannot withhold his payments. बस मैं इतना कहना चाहता हूँ, आप पेमेंट को सस्पेंड नहीं कर सकते. Am I clear to all of you? Okay. Now here one question जहाँ पे मुझे एक चीज क्लियर करनी थी, और वो क्वेश्चन ये है, what is the validity of the casual vacancy auditor? If you read the subsection 8, subsection 1, it is not mentioned. There are two options. Will he continue till the conclusion of the next AGM, or he will continue to the remaining period of the auditor in place of whom he is appointed as a casual vacancy auditor? अब ये दो पॉसिबल आंसर्स हैं, बट आप देखो बेटा कितने लोचे मारे हैं इन लोगों ने सेक्शन लिखने में. रीड द एंटायर सेक्शन 8, subsection 8 and clause 1. Can you find that answer? They have written that. एक सेकंड. एक सेकंड रुको यार, मेरे से गलती की होगी. एक सेकंड रुको. 3 months. करेक्ट. आज क्यों इतने लोचे हो रहे हैं भाई, पता नहीं चल रहा. ठीक है बेटा, it is mentioned he will hold the office till the conclusion of next annual general meeting. But again I want to tell you one fact about the same concept is there in the section 149 also. आप कहेंगे 149 is the 149 discusses about the appointment of the director in case of casual vacancy. Over there the same question comes that newly appointed director will continue how long? तो क्या रहेगी आंसर यहाँ पे? देखो अब यहाँ पे नेक्स्ट AGM लिखा हुआ है और मुझे उन दोनों के बीच में थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन हो रहा था. That's why this is a problem incurred. That happens guys, I'm also human और मिस्टेक्स हमसे भी हो जाती है. ठीक है, तो वो डाउट था क्योंकि ओवर देयर आंसर वाज डिफरेंट. वहाँ पे आंसर क्या लिखा हुआ था, उन्होंने लिखा है कि डायरेक्टर वुड कंटिन्यू फॉर द पीरियड एज रिमेंड बाय द कैजुअल वैकेंसी डायरेक्टर हु लेफ्ट द कंपनी. सो वट एवर पीरियड वाज रिमेंड to him, the same would be continued by the another director. Am I clear to all of you? Okay, fine. In short, I hope you clear that in case of there is a casual vacancy, if it is by board, it will be filled up by the board within 30 days. But if it is due to resignation, then it will be filled up by the board. But the same things will be subsequently approved in upcoming general meeting, which you have to conduct within 3 months. Am I clear to everyone guys what I am trying to say? Good. After that, in this subsection, I would say clause 2, it is talking about the casual vacancy in case of government company. So guys, all we know in the government company, all the times who comes to first? CAG. So same just like this one, आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है that filled up by the CAG within 30 days. Within 30 days. But when the board will come to the picture, board will come if the CAG failed to do this. So please try to understand, if there is a casual vacancy in case of government company, right? First of all, CAG and 30 days. Within 30 days, if failed, then by board within next 30 days. Within next 30 days. Within next 30 days. Am I clear? And he will hold till the another auditor is appointed. Okay? Till the another regular auditor is appointed by the CAG under this section. Okay guys, I just want to recap everything. हमने आज तक क्या पढ़ा? Let's talk about, guys, first of all, first auditor. In the non-government company, who will appoint? Board. If board failed, okay, वहाँ पे 30 days है. If board failed, then members within next 90 days. If I am talking about the government company, who will appoint the first director? CAG. If CAG failed, then board. And board भी अगर fail हो गए तो then members. Let's talk about casual vacancy now. In case of the non-government company, if it is a non-government company, casual vacancy has the two parts: due to resignation, and second one is what? Other than resignation. If it is due to resignation or other than resignation, in both the case, the common answer is it would be filled up by the board within 30 days. But if it is due to resignation, what is needed to be taken? Approval needs to be taken within what time? Within 3 months. By calling what? Extraordinary general meeting. And such person would continue till the next AGM. If it is the casual vacancy in case of government company, it will be filled up by CAG first. And if CAG fails, then अरे भाई जब CAG fail होता है तो कौन बैठता है? तो board continue करेगा. तो board continue करेगा. If board failed, then तो still board member का option नहीं है government. In case of casual. I know it's not logical, but it is procedural, so we have to just understand it. ठीक है? अब हम बात करते हैं. Let's talk about the regular auditor. No first auditor, no casual vacancy, but regular one. Pardon? Yes, madam.
In case of government company, CAG appoints the auditor first place. So the auditor should report to the members. Then why is he being appointed by some other than or
Okay, I'm telling you, in government, your audit report will be to CAG. Another thing you see, when you become government company, because more than half of the share capital is held up by, not more than half, sorry, but at least 51% is held up by the state government or the central government. So majority is whom? Government only. It's a government only. And CAG itself is the part of the government. Are you getting me? Because if I'm telling you that you have to address to the government, but which government? How will you say कौन सी government? CAG itself is the part of the government. So while auditor is drafting the report, उसका addressing CAG होगा. CAG होगा. Because this report is a public information. Let me tell you. In fact, मैंने पहले बताया था. I want to remind it again that in case of CAG audit report, in case of what? CAG audit report. CAG audit report. It shall be placed in both the houses of parliament for the discussion. Every audit report आपको discuss करना होगा. Means like it will be placed. Whosoever wants to read may read. Whosoever wants to ask the question, they can ask like this. So opposition will take some questions, will ask to the government, and government is liable to respond कि actually क्या हुआ वहाँ. चलिए चलो बच्चा. अब हम बात करते हैं बच्चे और रेगुलर auditing? It is provided under section 139 subsection 1. So as usual students, I have two options here. The first of all, what if it is a government company, and second is what if it is, I would say, non-government company. These two options we have. First of all, I want to discuss about the non-government company. Today, what the law says that whenever you want to appoint the auditor in the non-government company, he will be appointed. Okay, for how many years? अच्छा ये आपने पढ़ा होगा आई थिंक अब भी पढ़ा लड़की घर में ठीक है general answer is the 5 years, but actually 5 years is not the correct answer. Trust me guys, if paper value or like me is checking this, तो I will not approve this 5 years. मैं 5 years को approve नहीं करूँगा क्योंकि 5 years का मतलब क्या होता है? As soon as the 5th year gets completed from your appointment, you have to vacate the office. ठीक है? I just want to draw your attention towards the subsection 1. Actual answer क्या लिखा? तो उन्होंने लिखा है from first AGM to conclusion of 6th AGM you can appoint. So I know what you're thinking, sir. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 and 5 to 6. Ultimately how many years? 5. Counting wise 5 years na? Are a conclusion of first AGM to 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5 and 5 to 6. मुझे एक बात बताओ, it should be 5, but it is necessary to be 5. What if in one of the years, guys, your AGM couldn't be conducted, so you have to take some more time, no matter you are ready to pay penalty. What if back to back for 2 years or the 3 years you have not conducted your 4th AGM? So this number 5 will be added with more 3 or more 4 for those period what you couldn't call up. And therefore, answer to this question is this: first AGM to the conclusion of the 6th AGM. Please do not use the words like 5 years, because it can be more than 5 years also. Yes or no? क्या मेरी बात समझ में आई? Or it can be more than 5 years also. It is written that first AGM to the conclusion of the 6th AGM. Exam में question आती है, और question ऐसी है: what if in the 6th AGM is called up, but company failed to appoint auditor? अब क्या करोगे? AGM is there, I am not denying to that, but failed to appoint. अच्छा तो members auditor रखेंगे. But I am telling you, when company failed to appoint the auditor, it means the members failed, because members resolution is nothing but the company's resolution. So whenever I am using the word company failed, ultimately who failed? Members failed. तो अब क्या करोगे? And I told you guys, company cannot leave without the auditor. So the answer to this question is the same: appointed auditor will continue until and unless he resigned, not forcefully, voluntarily he will continue. Do you get me what I am saying, bachcha? Voluntarily he will continue. तो ध्यान रखो बच्चे, 6th AGM has a lot of consequences. Okay, so write down one note over here in case company till the 6th AGM gets concluded and new auditor is appointed. So let me tell you, when you read the two provisions together, आपकी नई definition क्या बनेगी? He will continue till 6th AGM, provided assuming that in the 6th AGM new auditor is appointed. But if no new one is appointed, he will continue till the new is appointed. Okay, so okay, मैं आपको बता देना चाहता हूँ, देखो क्या लिखा है. Subject to the provisions of this chapter, every company shall at the first AGM appoint an individual or firm as the auditor, who shall hold the office from the conclusion of that first meeting till the conclusion of its 6th AGM, and thereafter till the conclusion of every sixth meeting and the manner as provided in the rules. So guys, his interval will continue with the 5 years slot, and 5 years means first to six. Again he will be repeated from first to six. Again he will be repeated from first to six. So this is how in the slot he will be appointed. Do you understand? Okay. Further, it is provided that, just a second. Provided further that before such appointment is made, या ये तो बात ठीक है, written consent of the audit is taken, वो नहीं है, वो ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है. This is 139 subsection 2. अच्छा उन्होंने नहीं दिया. Write down that note over here. In case if company failed to appoint auditor on conclusion of 6th AGM, existing auditors shall continue until the new one is appointed. Until the new one is appointed in general meeting. In the general meeting. नेट क्यों बंद हो गए कुछ?